The biggest issue I have with other tier lists is that most creators only play 2 or 3 of their main heroes, so they don't really know the potential of all the heroes. However, I have played pretty much every hero in the game through my random wheel challenge, so I think I have a better understanding of how every hero actually feels and plays like, because I actually tried them out. That being said, here is my tier list for season 4.5 after playing all the heroes. Adam Word Clock. I think he is around A. I think Adam is a lot better. I think compared to like Ultron and Mantis, he can definitely work in double support. In triple support, he is very good. He has good off-angle potential. His ultimate is like the most difficult thing to make use of him, because if you use the ultimate at the wrong time, you basically give the enemies a bunch of extra free kills. However, I have seen it, and it has happened to me plenty of times, where we completely demolish the enemy team, but we forget about the Adam. Adam raises the entire team, and they come back and kill us because we have no more resources. So his ultimate can be better than your regular support ultimates like Luna, Cloak, whatever, because it can actually turn the fight after the fight has happened. And he can also work in double support, like I said. So I don't think he's bad. The only problem with him is that he requires some aim. So there it is. Black Panther. I have started to see less of him. Definitely a lot less Black Panther. I don't know if he's A or B. I'm thinking more B, because he did get some nerfs. He still can be very oppressive, but considering that triple support is meta, considering that Daredevil is decent into Black Panther, not the best, but it works. People are starting to play a bit better against Black Panther, I feel. I'd say he's like high B. He's not bad by any means, but he's not as oppressive as he was like a season ago when everyone was complaining about Black Panther. And I will admit, he's not that easy to play, because I did try him. He's definitely not super difficult, but he's got like a decently high skill floor. Black Widow. Honestly, I don't think she's D tier. I think she's either C or B. However, she is very much dependent on both the player and the team. So anti-dive, she's very good. She has the best anti-dive ability in the game. If you play Hulk, GG. If you play Captain, GG. Venom, GG. Daredevil, GG. You cannot play these into a good Widow. You just get stunned and die. However, the character requires an insane amount of skill, as in you need to hit your shots. Like, if you don't hit your shots, don't play Widow. She also kind of requires you to have a Mantis for the damage boost, so that you can take full advantage of her one-shot potential. So considering that there are so many requirements for her to work, I think that's why she's in C tier, because it's not that easy to get value out of her. But when you do, she is very good. Holkatronsky, I must say probably A or B. Kinda going more towards A. Like, I don't think he's bad. I think he can be very good. If played well, he can create a lot of pressure. He can take care of flankers, like mark them a little bit sometimes. He can take care of high ground. He's very versatile. That's what's good about Hulk. He can be in 5,000 places at the same time because of his insane mobility. He's also decent. Yeah, he's also kind of good against flyers if you can hit the jump. However, maybe I put him in B tier because it's not that easy to play. It's definitely very easy to feed on Hulk, which is kind of the issue with him if you don't play him well. So maybe that's why I put him on B, because it's not as easy to get value out of him. Captain, I think Captain is also B. He's definitely good, but this season, I don't know, I just don't feel the Captain anymore. He's kind of like mid. I think he's kind of mid. Yeah, animation cancel is annoying. He's not super easy to play. You can also very easily feed on Captain, and you don't get as much value out of Captain because of triple support, because of anti-dive. He used to be more of a menace before, yeah. He's hard to play. He's like basically unplayable in triple support almost, unless the enemies are bad. So I think B tier. Cloak and Dagger, they're good. I think they're good. I don't think this is kind of a spoiler, but I think most of the supports are good. I still think Cloak and Dagger is very good. The Black Curtain is insanely underrated. It's, by the way, it's 28% extra damage taken if you use the black curtain well, it's either a guaranteed kill or forcing someone to back off. Then she's also very good anti-dive because you can just bubble yourself and live indefinitely. Her ultimate is also good, despite it being counterable by Magneto and stuff. But yeah, she's got the black curtain. Like, that is insane. You also don't need any aim on this character. So very easy to play, can get a lot of value. And there you go. Strangers. Stranger Things. I will be honest, I am a little bit of a Strange hater. I never liked him. Even in season 0, I never quite liked him, even though he was strong. I think he's overrated. I think he's very overrated. Maybe I'm just a bad Strange, but I think he's overrated. He's always been overrated in my eyes. The ult is good, but most of the time it's super predictable. And the few times you get a massive ult, there's a chance that nobody dies. So I think he's kind of mid. Groot, put him in A. I think Groot is still nice. He does get kind of countered, like dog-walked by Punisher, but he still applies a lot of pressure with the walls. He basically forces the enemies to swap to Punisher or some shit who can break walls. The ultimate, still very good. Insane ultimate. Insane pressure with the walls. Insane damage. He's kind of a big target, but the potential of this character is very high. He's also got very good combo potential. Hawkeye, I say he's kind of the same as Widow, maybe more, as in, no, it's not A. As in, you need to hit your shots on Hawkeye. If you don't hit, he can one shot, but you still need to hit your shots. So he doesn't really have much, like doesn't really have mobility, very skill dependent as well. So you need to hit your shots. You need to not feed with bad positioning, but that applies to everything. Still, he can one shot, but if you only rely on lucky headshots, then it's kind of pointless. You need to be hitting consistent shots, which is not easy. So that's why if you can't hit your shots, he's just useless. Like, you've literally seen me play today. So there you go. Hela, come on. Lots of damage, got iframes immunity, infinite range. Ultimate is kind of getting dog-walked sometimes, but it is forcing at the very least attention. Or an ultimate. She's been S tier since like the beginning of the game, so I think everyone at this point knows that she's just strong. She gets damage, she has a stun, she has immunity, she has an ultimate that is either a team wipe or just some attention or stuff. So there you go. Iron Fist. I think Iron Fist is giga underrated. This character is being completely slept on. He's gotten so many health damage buffs, it's insane. However, I think it's because people play him wrong. He's not a dive character. I think the best way to play Iron Fist is you start by diving on the enemy backline, maybe force some cooldowns for like 2 seconds, then you go out onto the tanks, and now the backline doesn't have cooldowns because you just dove them, and you dumpster the tanks because the backline cannot heal them because they have no cooldowns. I think he's insanely underrated. However, still not super easy to play, but still fairly easy. Like in lower elos, you can just walk over tanks and that's all you do and you just kill everyone. So I think Iron Fist is insanely underrated. Now, not even mentioning his insane mobility and playmaking potential. Anyways, Iron Man. I would say Iron Man is probably like B or C. In a B. I think he's okay. That's why I'm putting the B tier is like okay. I think he's fine. His ult is good and it forces counters. His damage is pretty good. Like his pressure with the overdrive when you just launch projectiles at the enemy backline. Insane pressure. Ultimate can kill to support ultimates, which is insane. You don't really need that much skill to play him. I think he's pretty good. I'll actually even put him in A tier, to be honest. Maybe not because he get easily countered by Hela. Yeah, I don't think he's B tier because of like Hela and shit. Plus, Iron Fist can kind of walk on him. There's also Angela and stuff. So yeah. Anyways, Jefferson. I think Jefferson is very dependent on the player. It's kind of funny because Jefferson can either be C or it can be S, but I think I'm putting him like A or S because he's very easy to play. He has insane healing. His ultimate demands an answer if he can do it well. He's the only support in the game who can team wipe the enemies. I think he's yes. I think he's yes. I think he's also hard to dive because, you know, he can just dive underground. And yeah, Loki, I am slightly tempted to put Loki here because after the experience from yesterday playing Loki, it's a lot of pain. But I mean, I don't know, I'm kind of putting him like C tier. He just got giga nerfed. I think Loki's numbers are kind of so bad that you would be better off playing literally every other support. I think this character is trash. Like, why would you play him? Except the lamp. The lamp is still a good cooldown, but everything else about him is just bad. The only reason I could see you play Loki is to counter Psylocke. Anyways, Guna Snow. I mean, it's Guna Snow. Flake is insanely strong. Her healing is insanely strong. Her ultimate is insanely strong. Her damage is insanely strong. The freeze is really strong. Her mobility is whack, which is why she's weak to dives. But let's be real here. In every game you play, you would want a Luna, ideally, right? In every game, you would want to have a Luna most of the time. So there you go. Like, S tier is for characters you want on your team. You could say that Jeff wouldn't belong here, but you want a good Jeff on your team. A good Jeff will completely dumpster the enemies. So you want a Jeff on your team. Anyways, Magik. I'm feeling Magik kinda B or A, maybe more towards B, because she can cause a lot of trouble, but she's not super easy to play, and she's also fairly easy to counter. Problem is, most people don't know how to counter her, but you could say the same about the others. Still, I would say Iron Fist is better than Magik. If I have a Magik on my team, is like, nice, I have a Magik, but I wouldn't specifically want one. Magneto, there you go. I always want a Magneto on my team, like 95% of the time. Let's say I want a Magneto on my team. He's been S tier since the start of the game. Why? Because he has a lot of utility, and so you always want a Magneto on your team. Mantis. I think she's like, depends. I think it depends. I think she's fine. I think she's like here. She does a lot of value with damage boost. She has damage herself. The sleep is nice, but I wouldn't say you would want a Magik every time, right? She can also work in double support, but that's dependent on who the other support is. So very strong, not bad. Yeah, definitely A. Not quite for S, but definitely good. Moongui. I think Moongui is Midus. Not bad. Can do well, especially in lower elos, but he's a big target. He's very easy to dive. He's very easy to just outright kill. His ultimate is not as good as it used to be. It's very easy to just not die in his ult, so it's kind of bad. He also gets, I don't know if it's just me, but I swear to God, this character gets like the most no-regs I've ever seen in a game. Insane amount of no-regs. I think 30% of his shots are no-regs or some shit. I just see my projectiles going to the enemy, hear the hit sound, and 0 damage. So many times. It's too many no-regs for me. I'm sorry. Namor. I wouldn't quite put him in S tier because he is dependent on Hela. With team up, he's S. Without team up, he's A. He's good. If I have a Namor on my team, even without Hela, I'm like, nice. Namor should be nice, right? You get a lot of value from the squids. You don't really have to aim that much. His ultimate is also pretty strong, even if you don't have a damage boost. He's always good, right? Like, a Namor has never really been bad. Even without team up, I think he's still pretty decent. Peni is very difficult to place because, hot take, but I think Peni has the highest skill ceiling in the game, and it's not even close. She can do so many things. She has plenty of tools, but it's insanely difficult to make use of those tools by maximum. I think Peni is like the most difficult character in the game, and it's not even close to play effectively and get the maximum out of her. So for that, I will put her, I don't think she's horrible. I would put her like B, because she's very polarizing. Peni is very polarizing. If the enemy team doesn't know how to counter Peni, she's insanely busted, insanely broken, nothing will get past her. If the enemy team does know how to counter Peni, and the Peni is kind of bad, then she's just garbage. She's just a feeder and a dinter. So even with counters, I think a good Peni can make her work insanely well. So for that, I think she's like she's bouncing between these. Psylocke, S tier. Why did they buff her? I have no idea. No idea. Why? Why did we need to buff her? She got nerfed for a fucking reason. Keep it that way. Why? She wasn't meta for like half a season and then they buffed her again. Why? This character is not easy to play, but even when played bad, she's still kind of good. Like, she has a lot of pressure just by existing. Her ultimate is very strong now because, you know, they buffed it. She does a lot of damage. She has good mobility, invisibility, ultimate who can kill to support ultimates sometimes. Yeah, like, she's just insane. If you kind of always want a Psylocke on your team. El Punisher, I would say A tier. I think he's nice. I think he's pretty good. He's got consistent damage. He's got a good, consistent ultimate most of the time. I think he's just very solid, right? You do need aim to play with him, but he's just very solid. Although Punisher does seem to attract single brain-celled individuals, which I don't know why, but it's just my experience. A Punisher on your team will either go 50 and 5 or 5 and 50. And there's no in between. It's like the Punisher hive mind. Anyways, Rocket. S tier. There you go. I said it. Rocket is insane. The res is maximum value. His heals are good. His anti-dive potential is good. His ultimate now is good. He's very easy to play as well. I would actually say Rocket is like the best healer in the game. I would say Rocket is the #1 healer. Anyone can play him. He's always effective. He can always provide a fuck ton of value. And there you go. I think Rocket is the best healer in the game. It's not Luna, it's Rocket. He's just flying under everyone's radar because he doesn't seem as oppressive as Luna, but this character is insane. It's happened so many times where you kill someone, nope, fuck you, they get rezzed. You want to dive him? Nope, fuck you. He's in fucking Narnia now with his Giga Dash. You want to heal? Nope. He's all the way back in Narnia, healing you from literally across the map. And he also has good damage in your face. Yeah, Animal Crossing meta. Actually true. This lineup here is probably the best support lineup in the game. Like this is an insane lineup. These triple support here, you can definitely easily play Rocket, Jeff, Luna in triple support and dumpster everyone. So yeah, Rocket, very good. Spiderman, D tier. No, I'm joking. I don't think he's as bad as people say, but he's kind of whack. So the problem with Spider-Man is he requires a lot of skill, a lot of animation cancels and combos and just mechanical skill. And then he's also very easy to kill sometimes. If there's a Namor on the enemy team, GG. He's very mechanically demanding. And then even after mechanically demanding, his damage isn't the best. Still, I mean, I might actually put him in B because he can be good, but nah, C. Because triple support also just kind of fucks him. Regardless, I think he's very, very fun to play. He's definitely good in like quick play. He's definitely decent and not decent, just good in low elo. I'm just saying that overall, and also, let's be honest, you wouldn't want a Spider-Man on your team, right? If you see a Spider-Man on your team, you're like, oh my fucking god, this again. So for that reason, I think he's in C. That being said, if you play Spider-Man, big respect to you, because he's not easy. Squirrel Girl, I would say, I like B tier Summer. Yeah, it's like I can B tier. I'm not doing these in order, by the way, not necessarily. So I would say she's like B. She's like on the same level as Moon Knight, I would say. She has a lot of damage. Her ultimate is decent, but she's very vulnerable. Most of the time, her getaway skill, which is the jump, is actually making her die because when you jump, you're much easier to hit. So that's not good. Then she's not very reliable because it's kind of hard to aim her nuts, and the ultimate is kind of weird sometimes. Like it just doesn't go where you want it to go. That being said, she does put up a ton of damage, so a lot of pressure. She also has a double stun, which just fucks tanks most of the time if you use it well. And her ultimate can apply a lot of pressure and get kills as well if you just dumpster it on their face or they're like in a corridor or some shit. Anyways, Star-Lord, I can A tier, yup. Star-Lord is good. I think Star-Lord is nice, very good. Great ultimate, great mobility, great pressure, annoying to face, if there's a good Star-Lord on the enemy team, you just fucking hate that guy because he's literally like a mosquito. So, and he's not that difficult to play. He does require some aim, I do agree, but he's just good. He's good, right? He's good. His ultimate, at the very least, his ultimate will force a support ultimate or wipe the enemy team if they don't have a support ultimate. I basically started playing him from zero on this wheel challenge, and I've definitely gotten a bit better with him compared to Psylocke and the others. Yeah, I definitely think he's not as difficult to play. Anyways, Storm. I think Storm is like mid. She's fine. I genuinely think like most of the characters in this game are fine. I don't think they're bad or anything. I think they're just fine. Yeah, there might not be any D tier characters, guys, because I think most of the characters in this game are actually fine. After playing all of them, I think all of the characters are fine at the very least, except for like these, for specific reasons. So yeah, Storm, she's good. Damage boost is nice. Her ultimate is decent. Her ultimate is insane with Jeff. She's very good anti-dive. She does good damage, helps the team with damage boost. Problem is, she's very fucking slow, very easy to just shoot out of the air, and her ultimate can be countered easily. Thorski. I think Thor is good. Hot take. I think Thor is massively slept on. I think this character can do a lot, and he's easier to play than Hulk. I think he's low-key better. Like, Thor just dumpsters Hulk. I think Thor is good. I think Thor is good. I know I will get a lot of hate for this and some surprises, but I think Thor is good. He shouldn't be played full dive though. Like, you shouldn't really play him dive, but he can bully tanks. He does a lot of damage. His ult got better now. Like, this guy just pumps, man. This guy just pumps. This season especially, I've seen a lot of big Thors. Like, big Thors. So I think he's very good. Scarlet Witch, people might say this. However, I think she's insanely underrated. Insanely underrated character. And I've just proven it today in a game with her. And the other games I've had with her, the previous times. I think she's insanely underrated. If you use her correctly, she can be very oppressive sometimes. I think she's good, way better than people think. And let me explain why. Her ultimate, the worst case scenario, her ultimate is one of, if not the best zoning ultimate in the game, maybe. If the enemy support is using an ultimate, and you use yours on the point, you can actually force the enemies to not even touch the point because you are ulting there. I think the problem with Wanda is that people think she's trash because she has a decently low skill floor. However, I think her skill ceiling is way higher than people think. Her stun is very versatile. Her stun is massively underrated. That shit can completely fuck up the enemy's feng shui. And then her ultimate is also a little bit of a skill check for the Wanda, because if you ult out in the open in the enemy's face, yeah, GG, nice ult, bro. However, if you use it like I said, maybe behind cover, maybe on the point, you can literally divert the enemies where you want them to go and stuff. So I think her skill ceiling is definitely higher than people give her credit for. Not even mentioning the fact that she has a literally invulnerability dash. And then I think people play her wrong because her biggest strength, I would say, is flanking. Not full dive, but flanking. You have to play her kind of like Psylocke, besides the ultimates. I think the best Wanda is played kind of like Psylocke, maybe kind of like Star-Lord, where you play from the off angles, you play from some high ground, and just pressure the enemy backline or pressure enemy squishes like Spiderman or even Star-Lord sometimes. And the range on her auto suck is very good. Yeah, but if you just play frontline with Scarlet Witch or like with your backline and you just suck up the enemy tank, yeah, bro, she's bad. However, if you try to play her more like Psylocke, I think she's actually good. Venom's good. Yep, Venom is good. I would like a Venom on my team. I want a Venom. I want those big inches of Venom. I think Venom was being slept on for the majority of this game until out of nowhere, he's in your face and yeah, you're just dead. So Venom is actually fairly easy to get value out of because you have so much HP. His ultimate is almost always at least good. especially now that it got buffed with anti-heal. He can one-shot through support ultimates. If the Venom is good, you can almost never kill him, so he's very annoying. He has a lot of damage. He's just good. Yeah, he's just good. Next up, Bucky. Yeah, Bucky's good. Bucky's good. You always want a Bucky. I would always want a Bucky. If I have Hela on my team, nice, awesome. If I have Psylocke on my team, nice, awesome. If I have Bucky on my team, nice, awesome. He does everything. Anti-dive, brawl, even decent poke, execute ultimate, resetting execute ultimate. If you get punched, you're dead. If you get hooked, you're dead. If he headshots you, half of your HP is gone. If he hits one of those red bubbles, which is like the size of half the map, you get slowed. He has everything. He has over shields, bullets the size of a house. He does everything. You would always want a Bucky. You would never say no to a Bucky on your team. Wolverine, hot take. I think he's kind of bad. Maybe not C tier, but Wolverine is bad. He's gotten fucking neutered. He's not what he used to be at all. His damage is worse than Iron Fist. His grab is 15-second cooldown, and if he misses, he's like worse than Black Panther, because if Black Panther misses the dash, Black Panther is AFK for like 10 seconds. If Wolverine misses the dash, he's AFK for like 15 seconds. So lower damage, longer cooldown, and for people who play Wolverine, you guys know just how fucking buggy Wolverine ultimate is. Like, you could be hitting a massive ultimate and then the enemies just don't get hit by it for some unknown reason. They just teleport out of your ultimate. I think genuinely Wolverine has one of the buggiest ultimates in the game. It's just crazy. Mr. F, I think he's like C, but guys, for the Mr. F players out there, I don't think he's horrible. I just think that there's kind of better characters to play than him. That being said, I do agree he is kind of fun. He is fairly easy to play, but I don't think this character really has a skill ceiling. I don't know. He's very situational as well. He's very easy to bully. He does counter dive, which he's very good at, but I wouldn't really want a Mr. Fantastic on my team. Like, if these characters are made, these are the characters where if I see them on my team, I'm like, oh, are you sure, bro? You sure you want to play this? Like, come on, bro. There's got to be something better you can play than this. That's the feeling I get about this. There's got to be something better you can play than this. If you want anti-dive, Bucky. If you want brawl, you go, I don't fucking know, Magik or like Thor or Iron Fist, right? So there's never really any reason to play him. Besides, for your own enjoyment. Sue Storm, good support right here. She's very solid, very good this season with the recent buffs as well. I might even put her S tier. Nah, very good. Yeah, great kill pressure with the push and pull. Her ultimate is a lot better with the slow and the buff on the healing. Still, you can kill her in her ultimate. Her projectiles are kind of annoying to hit, so she does require a little bit of aim. And you also have to place the ultimate, which it doesn't move, so that's another thing which is like, eh. That being said, good healing, good pressure, good ultimate. This is good. I want this on my team. The Thing, I'm sorry, he's kind of bad. Okay, I'm joking. I actually don't think there's any character that's D tier, by the way. I'm joking. I don't think he's bad. I think he's like C maybe. Problem is, maybe he's like here actually. I don't know. He's like in a weird place. He's got good anti-dive, but even the anti-dive isn't that amazing because Earthbound is kind of annoying sometimes to hit. His ultimate gets interrupted very easily. His ultimate gets dodged very easily. He eats damage at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so he demands a lot of pressure and stuff. Doesn't really have any shields, but he is kind of easy to play. However, he's also very easy to feed on. If you don't know when to back out, you just eat damage. Plus, Thor kind of dumps him. Strange kind of dumps him a little bit. Groot kind of dumps him. Magneto doesn't really dump him. Venom doesn't really do much. But like, he just gets dumpstered by most of the characters above him. He just gets bullied. Anyways, Torch fell off. I don't know. I haven't even seen much Torch this season. I will be honest. I barely saw any Torch. He got nerfed. He's not easy to play. He requires resources. Kind of mid. right now. I don't think I've seen a single torch this entire half season. I will be honest, I can't remember having seen a single torch this entire game. So I think he's just whatever, which I guess is good because he was fucking oppressive for a bit too long. Anyways, Emma's good. You would always want an Emma on your team, ideally. I mean, do I even need to say this? It kind of sucks because I hate that she is so oppressive, but I like playing her. I think what they need to do is rework her diamond form somehow. I really like her beam. I love having a hit scan tank. I love it. Problem is the diamond form might be too strong, and increasing the cooldown is pain. So the crystal is also very strong if you can hit it. A lot of damage, a lot of pressure potential. It's just also not that difficult to play. Like, just play her. You just played the beam. So yeah, I think she's very good. Ultron, I think Ultron is good. But disclaimer for Ultron. Ultron is a DPS. He's not a support. He is not a support. If you consider him as a DPS, he is good. He has infinite range damage, big damage. His ultimate is good. He's kind of difficult to pin down. I think he should be reworked a little bit, yes. Still, the nerfs did basically nothing because, well, he was never a support to begin with, so nerfing his healing does nothing because you wouldn't play Ultron for the heal anyway. This is the problem what I saw in the Reddit comments and stuff. People were like, oh my god, why would they nerf Ultron's healing? He barely did any healing. It's like, yeah. Exactly, because if you played Ultron for the heals, I'm sorry, but you're an idiot. This character is a DPS who can provide a little bit of healing. Like, the fact that he can give healing is a nice cherry on top. Is like a nice bonus. But yeah, he's not a support. Phoenix, yeah, still A tier, very good. They took her away the Beyblade, which for some fucking reason, people on Reddit and in the patch notes comments were like, oh my god, they killed Phoenix, that was too much, they killed Phoenix, guys, she's unplayable now. It's like, brother, are you fucking serious? She had the most broken animation cancel in the game, besides a AoE stun, an ultimate who can one-shot and destroys deployable, flight, AoE explosion damage, an immune shift teleport. Are we for real? She's still insanely good, even after the nerf. Like, she's insanely good. Seeing people complain about her nerfs being too much is like the biggest cope I have seen in forever. Now she feels still strong. If you ignore her Beyblade, she's basically the exact same hero, but they removed an insanely busted animation cancel. Besides the Beyblade, she's basically the same. What do you mean they nerfed her too much? No, they should nerf her even more. So yeah, she's very good. Anyways, Blade. Oh boy, Blade is a weird one. I think he definitely started in like D tier when they released him. Like, he was genuinely horrible. Right now, they have buffed him, but I still think he's in the mid. He's definitely better, but I still think he's kind of mid. Now, I know I am not the best Blade player by any means. However, I think the problem with Blade is that his gun isn't that good. His gun isn't really consistent, like Bucky, for example. And then his sword form is also kind of wacky because you don't get healing, but you need to be in danger. And then it also needs to stack up to actually do something. And it takes 5 business days for it to stack up. And it's like, brother, like, give me some help here. After playing Blade on the zombies mode, where I had so much attack speed, going to regular game Blade, where it takes 5 business days to build up your attack meter, is like, oh my fucking god, bro, this character is so ass. He feels like ass to play. The animation dash is even clunky a little bit. He's just weird. And then his ultimate, in theory, his ultimate is very good. However, this is the size of his ultimate. See, this is the size of his ultimate. You can literally just walk out of it. I think what Blade needs is, first of all, make the charge meter stack up faster or give him more attack speed in general. Then, for his ultimate, either make it wider or make it give like 20% slow or something. Plus, if you use the ultimate, you end up inside the enemy team, which obviously isn't good. However, his ultimate does have good combo potential. Like, you can combo his ultimate with Groot and it's insane. You can combo his ultimate with Strange and it's insane. You can combo his ultimate with Venom, Emma. Like, his ultimate combo potential is very good. That being said, I still think he feels bad to play. He just feels bad to play. That's it. He just feels bad. He has potential, but he feels bad. Anyways, Angela, I will admit, I have been wrong about Angela. I think she's A tier. I think she's very good. I think she's very oppressive. However, disclaimer, I think the reason Angela is this oppressive is because people don't know how to play against her. If you have a good invis, you use the bubble on Angela, she flies out of the sky and she's dead. If you use the pool on Angela, she falls out of the sky, she's dead. If you are Thor and you chase Angela, she falls out of the sky, she's dead. If you are Iron Fist and you chase Angela around the map, you kill her in the air, she cannot escape. If you are Bucky and you use literally any one of your abilities on Angela, she falls out of the sky, she's dead. If you're Hela, you shoot her before she even reaches you, she's dead. If you're Jeff, you spit on her, she falls out of the sky, she's dead. If you're Luna, you freeze her, she falls out of the sky. You get the point, right? If you're Emma, you choke her, she falls out. There you go. Like, this character is insanely oppressive, but it's insanely easy to counter her. I don't understand. Whenever I play Invis against Angela, this bitch is just perma-dead. I don't get it. How can you not counter her? She's so easy to counter. So I think she's currently like here, maybe even S. However, once people learn how to counter her, she's gonna very easily go like boom, 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 boom. However, for the moment, people just don't know how to play against her. And then we have this guy. I would say, I'm actually gonna put him in. I think he's good. I think he's good. If I have a Daredevil on my team, I wouldn't complain. I think he's good. I think even like wall hacks alone, wall hacks are insane. After I spammed Daredevil for a few days, going back to other characters and not having wall hacks felt bad. Playing with wall hacks was so much fun and it made the game so much more interesting, which I have to say, it kinda made me understand the appeal of cheaters. That being said, his combos are good, he feels fun to play, he's got a lot of potential. He can 1v6 very easily if you left him unchecked and you played well. He's just good. He's just good. He kind of low-key counters Psylocke. He even counters Hela a little bit if you can get the drop of her on her. I think he's just good. He's just good. He's good. And he's not that difficult to play. Plus, he kind of beats most of the heroes that are under here. That being said, this has been my tier list. I don't think there's any hero in the game that is deserving of the D tier. I think, as you guys can see, I think most of the heroes in this game are actually very decent and playable. Even these guys, if you are genuinely good on them, you can play them, right? But everything else, I would say, is very much playable. And I think that the balance in this game currently is fairly decent. It's like, I don't know, 80% of the way there. Like, they need to do like some small tweaks here and there and things would be fine, right? Like these guys. Maybe help the Thing a little bit. Maybe help Loki a little bit. Maybe help this guy a little bit. Don't help this guy because he's fucking annoying. But everything else, there you go. This has been my tier list. That being said, please, if your character is not where you think it is, or if you disagree with something I said, do not take it personally. This is just my personal opinion after playing pretty much all of the characters in the game. This is just what I personally feel and think about them. You may agree, you may disagree. Please do not send me death threats over this, okay? I appreciate it. Thank you. And so, there you go. This has been my tier list. And yeah, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it.